Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketase cha. Mantra number 15. We need to this is not an easy crime to solve, but however, having seen the thing, why can't the voltage... Ramoji, please mute yours. Yeah, thank you.
Premaji can chant.
Okay. So we are in page number 90 of your PDF file, PDF book, page 89 of Gita Press.
Guruji, there is Sambandha Bhaashyam, no? Tat Katham Ati Sukshatma.
Yes. Part of that mantra only. Sambandha Bhaashyam of that. Okay. Tat Katham Ati Sukshmatvam Yasya iti uchyate.
Guruji, I can't find it. This is page 89.
Which book are you following?
The PDF.
Okay, PDF is 90.
90.
Top of 90.
Okay.
Tat Katham
Tat Katham
Ati Sukshmatvam
Ati Sukshmatvam
Yasya iti uchyate.
Yasya iti yuchyate
Sthula tavat
Tula tavad
iyam medini
Iyam medini
shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha
Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha
upachita
Upachita
sarvendriya vishaya bhutha
Sarvendriya Vishaya Bhuta
tatha shariram.
Tatha Shariram.
Yeah. So we saw a popular mantra in the last class. Uttishtata Jagrata. And prior to that, we saw the Panchakosha like mantra, Indriyebhya Parahyartha, drawing our attention to Atma, which is different from the senses, which is different from the mind, etc. We saw that. And then number 12 is a interesting mantra because it says It is irony. It's an irony that all finite things can be recognized by us. And that which is all pervasive is not recognizable by us. That's the irony, right? That which is there everywhere, I can't see. That's what this mantra says. And 13, Nididhyasana mantra. 14, exhortation. May you recognize the importance of this vidya, importance of knowing Atma, and therefore uttishtata. Atma jnana abhimukha bhavata. Okay. To recognize that there is something called Atma and turn your attention, spend the rest of your life gaining Atma Jnanam. That is Uttishtata. And now Shankaracharya is going to give the Sambandham to the next mantra. In fact, we should chant this mantra. We forgot to do that. Let's chant the mantra number 15. Premaji or anybody else can. Ashabdamasparshamarupamavyayam.
Ashabdamasparshamarupamavyayam.
Tatha rasam nityamagandhavachayat.
Tatarasam nityamagandhavachayat.
Anadyanantam mahatah param dhruvam.
Anadhyanantam mahadaparadhruvam.
Nichaya
Nichaya
tan mrityumukhat pramuchyate.
tan mrityumukat pramuchyate.
Yeah. So you can see here in this mantra, Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, etc. Those words are now introduced. It's not surprising that such statements are being made in the Shastram. And now we'll come to the mantra itself once we study the Sambandha Bhaashyam. So here, already in the previous mantra, it was indicated that from Prithvi, if you take away one guna, you will end up with apaha, water. From there, you take one guna out, rasa guna, you'll come. And then slowly, you'll come to akasha, which has only one guna. And from akasha, if you take away the shabda guna, then you'll end up with what? Okay. And like that idea was already given to us before. So here, let's see what Shankaracharya says. Tat katham ati sukshmatvam nyeyasya iti uchyate. Iti uchyate. The following is being said. Iti uchyate. What is being said? Nyeyasya ati sukshmatvam. Ati sukshmatvam. This being so subtle. Atma is so subtle. Ati sukshmatvam. Extremely subtle. Okay? That extreme subtlety of nyeyasya, kasya nyeyasya, of that which is to be known. Okay, he could have said Atmana. Atmas ati sukshmatvam, he should have said, he could have said. But nyeyasya, he says, you know why? Because in the previous mantra, uttishtata atma jnana vimukha bhavata. Go after this Atma Vidya, he says. Vidya is the emphasis there, right? Yeah, of Atma, of course, but Vidya. Therefore, here also, Vidya yaha nyeyasya Brahma Vidya yaha, right? So, how come? Tat katham. What is this thing that makes it so subtle and so drishyate to agraya buddhya, and then kshurasya dhara, nishita duratyaya, all that we saw. And what is it? It makes it so difficult. What is it about Atma? You haven't really defined Atma, you know? You're telling a lot of things, but tell me a little. be categorical about this Atma, right? So that's what is the expectation here. Okay, we've read this, okay? Stula tavad iyam vedini. Tavad, first of all, iyam vedini. Vedini means Prithvi. Prithvi means Dharini. So this earth, you can say, or the material, Panchabhuta, earth, that material, that mineral, that Panchabhuta referring to Prithvi is Sthula, is gross. Is gross because it's solid. All these minerals are solids. They're all solids. At least in room temperature, they're all solids. Okay. And so its gross can be perceived with the eyes, and not only just perceived with the eyes. If you can't see, you can at least smell it. You smell it. Something is there in the air. Something is burning. You can't see anything, but you can smell. First thing you see is smell. So, therefore, all the way from sound onwards, smell. So, this Prithvi has 5 gunas. 5 gunas, Shabda, sound, Sparsha. You can feel it with the skin, heat, etc. You can feel it. Okay. Then what? Rupa. Rupa means you can see it. Rasa, you can taste it. Or Gandha, you can smell it. So 5 gunas are there for Prithvi. Therefore, it is the grossest. Okay? He says Sthula Tavat. And why is it so gross? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Upachita. Upachita. Upachita means it is because it is assembled. It is a collection of. It is produced from what? From the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. All these things which are subtler than Prithvi, but which are needed to make Prithvi. A Panchikaranam and all we saw. We saw in Tattvabodha how the world evolves from the subtle elements. Saw that. And so here, because of so many attributes coming together, more the number of attributes, grosser something is. Okay, grosser it is. And so he's saying that, and all panchagunas are there. Therefore, sthula, tavat, yam medini, sarvendriya vishaya bhuta. And therefore, accessible to sarvani indriyani, accessible to all sense organs. Because each sense organ is specific to a certain guna, certain attribute of the Panchabhutas. And now Prithvi can be accessed by any one of these things or all of these. Typically, all attributes will be there. You know, Swamiji quotes this Tarkikas. It's Tarka, who are logicians. And they roam around in the world of logic. And solid logicians, no doubt. But the problem is they won't know if they're asking the wrong question. That is the problem is logic. You rely on logic alone, then you can't arrive at this Atma Tattvam. You can't arrive. Because Atma, I think I have to work hard. So this Atma Tattvam, from finite, the logic will take you from one finite entity to another finite entity. A, therefore B, therefore C, therefore D, you can keep going. But all of them are within the finite phenomenological universe. That's where it will be. It will never take you to Atma, that which is not objectifiable at all. So the Tarkika has given an example about this. They talk about a mango. Mango. And If you drop the mango, it makes a sound. So Shabda is there. Okay. Mango can produce sound, right? Shabda Guna is there. And then what? Feel of the mango. Yeah, you can feel it. And therefore, you can Nama Rupa. Even if you close your eyes and if you ask what is this, you can guess. So feel is there. And then what? Rupa. Rupa. Okay, it has a particular form. Then rasa, taste, of course, taste is there, and gandha. Gandha will be there. Especially ripe mango will have gandha. Okay. So everything, all these attributes are there for this gross objects. That's what he's saying. Sarvendriya Vishaya Bhuta, accessible to all Indriyani. Vishaya Bhuta means what? These gunas which are accessible, which can be perceived by different sense organs. Okay. Tatha Shariram. Tatha Shariram. Tatha Shariram Sthulam Bhavati. You can add within parenthesis. Sthulam Bhavati. Just like Prithvi has been described in this manner as being gross, the Shariram also is gross only. It's a combination of many things, and therefore, Tatha Shariram Sthulam Bhavati. Sthulam Bhavati. And the beauty is Shariram, Shiryamana Swabhavaha Shariram. That is the definition of the word Shariram. Shridat. Shri is to change and decline, change and degenerate. That is the meaning of the word Sharira. And so, therefore, there is a connection between the two. Because it's gross and because it has so many attributes, of course, it will happen. That will be the nature of the body also. Okay, let's read the next one.
What's the dhatu? Sorry.
Shridat. Shridat. I think that
Shrill.
is SHRU. Shridat. A, I, U, R. That second R, that. Okay. That second R letter. Okay. Let's read the next one. Tatra
Tatra
Ekaika Guna
Ekaika Guna
Apakarshena
Apakarshena
Gandhadinam
Gandhadinam
Sukshmatva
Sukshmatva
Mahatva
Mahatva
Vishuddhatva
Vishuddhatva
Nityatvadi
Nityatvadi
Taratamyam
Taratamyam
Shtam
Drishtam
Abadishu Yavat
Abadishu Yavat
Akasham iti.
Akasham iti
You can put a full stop there. Te gandhadayaha
Te Gandhadayaha
sarve eva
Sarve eva
stulatvadi karanaha.
Stulatvadi Karanaha.
So there is, you'll have the word stulatvad vikaraha. I think your book will have, correct? So you can change it to this stulatvadi karanaha. Stulatvadi karanaha. Two versions are there. Okay, we are going to use this. You don't have to scratch off the vikara. You can leave it there, put it in parenthesis. And Stulatvadi karanaha.
Stulatvadi Karanaha.
Shabdantaha.
Shabdantaha
Yatra na santi.
Yatra Nasanti
Kimu tasya.
Kimu Tasya
Sukshmatvadi
Sukshmatvadi
Niratishayatvam
Niratishayatvam
Vaktavyam
Vaktavyam
Iti Etat
Iti Etat
Darshayati Shrutihi.
Darshayati Shrutihi.
Darshayati Shruti. So the Upanishad is showing like that. He is going to conclude. So we have to see what the Upanishad is showing, okay, through the next mantra. Tatra ekaika guna apakarshena gandhadinam Sukshmatva Mahatva Vishuddhatva Nityatva Aditaratamyam Drishtam is reminding us. Drishtam was seen. Drishtam was seen. Something was seen. What was seen? From this Gandha, from this Prithvi, okay, which has 5 attributes, okay, Gandhadinam, from things like this Prithvi and Apaha, etc. Ekaika guna apakarshena. Apakarshaha means what? Apakarsha means removal of, eliminating. Eliminating what? Removing what? Ekaika guna. One attribute. Slowly, one step at a time, not all at once. One attribute. Take one out. Take Gandha out of Prithvi. If you take Gandha out of Prithvi, you can no longer call it Prithvi. Okay? It will become Apaha. The Panchabhuta called Apaha, which will not have the attribute of Gandha. Okay? Oh, smell, odor is gone. It will have the remaining 4 attributes, which are Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa. These are the only 4 it will have. And so, Ekaika Guna Apakarshena, okay, Gandhadhinam, what will happen? Then Sukshmatva, Mahatva, Vishuddhatva, Nityatvadi, Taratamyam Drishtam. We saw earlier, he says, that Taratamyam was already seen in the previous mantra. Okay? Or maybe in the mantra before the previous mantra, that Taratamyam was seen. Okay? Taratamyam means that gradation. Gradation. That is called Taratamyam. Taratamya is used in a different context also. And he said Taratamya means if you see discrimination among people, discrimination. Okay, all people are equal, okay. But then if somebody considers that this particular class is superior in some way or otherwise to others, then that's called Taratam. Taratam. Or when you go to a cloth store and you want to buy something, cloth for your shirt or saris, etc., then you do like this. Because they tell you so much, this in India you should come. For these things, India is the best place. Yes, they'll just roll. Yes, he will roll like this, kata, 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 kata. And then you'll see on this, what is this? That is that. And then different colors are there, different qualities are there. They say this is Japanese Georgette. And like that, they used to use those words. These days, I don't know which country is popular. I have no idea. But they used to say all this. I used to go with my mother, so I know all that. I know some words. So, Taratamya, everything. You have to use all your eyes have to be used. Your sense of touch has to be used. What else can you use? Can you smell it? I don't know. I don't think smell is a big factor in these things. But sometimes you have the smell of new cloth, that makes you feel good. Taste, they won't allow you to taste that. Okay. And whether, and then, so anyway, so that is called Taratamya. Identifying the differences. Okay? And so education also, Taratamyam is there. High school graduate, masters, like that. So Taratamyam will be there. So here also, Taratamyam Drishtam. Previously itself, we've seen this. Sukshmatva Mahatva. So this Indriyebhyah Parahyarta, Arthebhyascha Param Manaha, Manasastu Para Buddhihi, Buddheratma Mahan Paraha, Mataf Param Avyaktam, Avyaktat Mahan Paraha, Avyaktat Mahan Purushaha, Purushanna Param Kinchit, Sakashtha Sak Paragatihi. We saw that earlier. That's what he's referring to. So there, Shankaracharya defined Param for us. Correct? Param means superior. Superior means what? Tell me a little more about what exactly is superior. So what are the things he said? That's what he's reminding us. We are supposed to know it, but he's reminding us. Sukshmatva, subtlety. Subtle means it can no longer be grasped, perceived by 5 sense organs, 4 sense organs, from 4 to 3, from 3 to 2. Therefore, it is becoming subtler and subtler, right? Less grosser, less gross. Okay. All right. Sukshmatva, Mahatva. What is Mahatva? Any idea? Anybody can recall what? Yeah, exactly. So, pervasiveness. So the grosser it is, the more localized it is. Let me use the word localized. And by the time you come to Akasha, you can't localize Akasha. Akasha is all pervasive. Okay? Even that gross Akasha which you and I can perceive is all pervasive. Correct? So that is Mahatva. Then Vishuddhatva. So the purity. Now, the purity means what? Only one guna. Akash has only one guna, but this Prithvi has 5 gunas. So it is as though mixture of things. And mixture is never 100% pure. You may like to have mixture. Navaratna mix you may like to have. But it may be pure Navaratna mix. Okay. But then here Vishuddhatva means with less and less of a mixture it is. Okay. And then what? Nityatwadi. Nityam. Nityam means what? Less and less time bound. Nityatva taratamyam. Prithvi is the one that changes. The maximum amount of change you can see, the more gross the thing. Because now 5 gunas can change. Any one of them can change, and the combination also changes. Therefore, it is obviously a nityam. And Akasha, you go all the way. It seems to be always there. Akasha, nityatva. It's an example of nityatva. And then he says, Adi. So we have to scratch our head, etc. You say. Etc. means what? See, every word is important for us. We can't gloss over. We just can't. At best, we can say, oh my God, Adi, I don't know what Adi is. Put a note and say, go figure out. Go figure out. That's how we do our homework. That's the tradition here. Because Shankaracharya would have something in mind and he thinks we can figure it out, and therefore he's saying Adi. And so we have to go back to the notes. And then I remember it because I made a note of it. And so what it is one more attribute is there. Okay. It is called Pratyaktvam. Pratyagatma Bhutaha. He used that word before. Means it's taking us closer and closer to Atma. Okay. As it were, closer and closer to Atma, as it were. Means what? closer and closer to being guna-less. Correct? That is what it is. Pratyagatmatvam. And there is one more also. Yeah, those 5 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. 5 we said that. Taratamyam drishtam. Okay, so it's a repeat of what we've seen before. And then abadishu yavad akasham. Taratamyam. If you take gandha from Prithvi, you will get apaha. That is what he's saying. You will end up with you'll of apaha, you'll end up with agni, you'll end up with this one, vayuhu, and then you'll end up with akasha. That is what he's saying. Abadishu yavad akasha. You will end up with water, etc., all the way till akasha. That's what he's saying here. Okay. And so this akasha is important because akasha, space, is a very good example to appreciate Atma. Because when you say space, even any person can appreciate. Is there a place where there is no space? If you ask the question, then you can't say yes to that question. Because if you say yes to the question, then you're saying there is some space where there is no space. Well, that space also should be included in the original space. That is what it is. You forgot to include it. And so, therefore, yavat akasham, until akasha. Okay. Iti can mean many things here. Iti means therefore. Iti often means quotation, end quotation. And here, iti means hetuvarte. Therefore, having known this previously, nothing new. Shankaracharya is saying, I'm not telling you anything new yet. Te gandhadayaha sarve eva sthulatwadi karanaha. Okay. Te gandhadayaha. These gandha, these gandha, rasa, etc., all these gunas, all these elements which have those gunas, sarve eva, they are what? They're cause of Thulatwadi Karana, right? They are the cause of grossness or the faculties which can perceive grossness. They are the cause of grossness. Grossness, I don't know if there's a word, but yeah, grossness, let's use that word. Sthulatvam, Sthulatwadi. Sthulatwadi Karana. Wait a minute. Sthulatwadi. Adi is saying. Stula means gross. What about Adi? Grossness, etc. What is that? Any guesses?
Effect.
Okay. I'll give you a clue.
Subtle to subtlest.
So, I'll give you a clue. So, opposite of Stula is Sukshma. Sukshmatvadi. Suppose I told you Sukshmatvadi. What will be the Adi?
Pervasiveness.
Exactly. Mahatvam. Just now, go back one line. What did he say? Sukshmatvam, Mahatvam, Vishuddhatvam, and then Nityatvam. Then we added Adi, we added also Pratyekvam, Pratyegatma Bhutam, right? So Sthulatvam is the opposite of that. You say opposite, what? Sukshma's opposite is Sthula. Mahatvam opposite is Alpatvam.
Alpatvam, correct.
Okay. Then what? Then Vishuddhatvam opposite is Ashuddhatvam. Then what? Nityatvam opposite is Anityatvam. Then Pratyegatma Bhutatvam, Anatma Bhutatvam. Correct? So the adi here in stulatvadi karanaha should mean.
I don't see that. That is that not in the book?
Yeah, it is there in the book. It is there.
I have nitya tadi.
Okay. So sarve eva stulatvad vikaraha. That's what your book says, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what
Sarva eva.
we are understanding the word. We have changed stulatvad vikaraha to stuladvadi karana.
Karana. Yeah.
Which means they are all cause for this grossness, for the qualities of grossness. Okay. And stuladvadi, we are trying to understand what is this adipada. Gross, we can understand grossness, etc. He says. So that etc. has to be the opposites of all the things he has already listed. So just one sentence ago. Sukshmatvam, Mahatvam, Vishuddhatvam, Nityatvadi. Correct in the previous sentence. Taratamyam Drishtam, right? So we are just taking the opposites of those words. Sukshmatvam, opposite is Sthulatvam. And then Mahatvam, opposite is Alpatvam. So we are, in our understanding, we are bringing these words. That Adi in the Sthulatwadi refers to all these opposites of those words. Correct? Aparam, Param, Shankaracharya described Param with all these words. Now these are Aparam. Sthulatwadi means Aparam. Not superior. Quote unquote inferior. Okay.
Guruji, can you repeat for Pratyagatvatmam, what is the opposite?
Anatma Bhutam. Anatma Bhutam. Atma opposite is Anatma. Pratyagatma, generally the word is used to refer to the consciousness which is there in the body, which makes the body conscious. And so if the context is the body, then Brahma will be called Atma or Pratyagatma. Atma, Pratyagatma, both. So opposite of Atma is Anatma. Therefore, Pratyagatma Bhutam, opposite of that will be Anatma Bhutam. So, see, look at, we just make sure we have to understand this word. We can't gloss it over. Therefore, Sthulatwadi Karanaha. They are causes for all these types of grossness. And grossness is just one aspect. But there are 4 or 5 aspects Shankaracharya has told us.
Opposite of Vishuddhatvam
Is Ashuddhatam.
Ashuddhat. Mishram also?
Yeah. So, literal meaning, literal opposite is Ashuddhat.
Yes.
And Mishra is Ashuddha. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Correct. So I hope we're good on that. Then, Shabdantaha. Shabdantaha. See, these Sthulatwadi Karana, okay, which means that Prithvi and Apaha, etc. All these things are, and then till Shabda. Shabdantaha means what? Till Shabda. Shabda, after Shabda, there is no other Panchabhuta available. Panchabhutas only. It's a finite number. Beyond Akasha, you can't go. Beyond Prithvi, you can't go. Akashaha, Vayuhu, Agnihi, Apaha, Prithvi. Therefore, come all the way down from Prithvi, all the way till Shabda. Shabdantaha, those 5 elements, right? They are Sthulatwadi Karanaha, correct? Bhavanti. You can say Bhavanti and put a full stop there for convenience, right? They are like that. They're all causes for anything to become gross. Okay. Then what? Te yatra nasanti. Yatra nasanti, before yatra, you can put the word te. Te sthulatwadi karana, right? Te those yatra nasanti, Kimu tasya sukshmatvadi niratishayatvam vaktavyam iti etad dasyayati shrutihi. Te yatra nasan. Yatra, where those gunas are not there, where those gunas already within these gunas itself, we are seeing from gross all the way to Sukshma. Akasha is Sukshma, we are saying. And Akasha is so Sukshma that really you can't see space. You can't smell space. You can't taste space. And you can't, hearing is the only thing you can do. So sound travels in space. And so space, the only attribute it has is hearing. And sometimes you can't hear also because it's so quiet. You know, you like quiet places, so you can't hear also. And so sometimes that quietude is also scary. Scary, so quiet it is. You know, they say so quiet. And at home they come and say, I wish I have a quiet place. You know, we're all I wish I need some quietude, guys. And so we complain at everybody else. And then when we go to a quiet place, my God, this is so quiet. We have to decide who we are. We have to decide what we want sooner or later. Anyway, so that Akasha, there itself, it is so subtle. Kimu Vaktavyam, Kimu Vaktavyam, what to talk of? Tasya Sukshmatavadi Niratishayatvam Yatra Nasanti. Where those gunas are not there, where Akasha, Prithvi, all these attributes not there at all. Not there at all. Kimu tasya Sukshmatvadi Niratishayatvam Vaktavyam. Niratishayatvam. Atishayam means something superior. Atishayam, better. They say when they look at something and it's so beautiful, they say Atishayam. Atishayama. They will say in Tamil Atishayam. Atishayam is this Sanskrit Atishayam only. Malayalam and all, they will say Atishayam. Atishayam means what? Wow, it's a wonder. Something better, obviously much better than what we have seen before. Atishayam. So that betterment is called Atishayatvam. Superiority in that sense, in any sense, is called Atishayatvam. Niratishayatvam. Nothing better, nothing superior. You can't put the suffix er anymore. Tall, taller. Beautiful, more beautiful. And classy, more classy, etc. That er you can't put. More you can't put. Okay? That is the meaning of this Niratishayatvam. Kimu tasya sukshmatvadi Niratishayatvam. How can you talk about what to talk about? The Sukshmatvadi, again the Adi comes here, correct? Etc. is coming here, Adi. See, Adi does not really mean etc. What is the meaning of Adi? What is the meaning of Adi?
Beginning.
Adi is beginning. Adi is beginning. It doesn't mean etc. But then, the way the word should be understood is Sukshmatvadi means Sukshmatvam Adi Yasya Saha. Means what? That group of things in which Sukshmatvam is the first. I hope I did not confuse it. Sukshmatvadi Adi means what? First, beginning. Okay. That group of things in which Sukshmatvam, which begins with Sukshmatvam as its first item, means what? It's a group of things. Right? Sukshmatvam is first, then you have to go back to your notes. Sukshmatvam, Pratyagatma Bhutam, and then Mahatvam, and then Vishuddhatvam, and then Nityatvam. Correct? List of 5 things are there. That is why we kind of say Adi means etc. In our understanding, it's etc. It means etc. Sukshmatvam, etc. But the literal meaning, I hope you understood, right? It's many things beginning with Sukshmatvam, which is tantamount to saying comma, etc. Sukshmatvam, comma, etc. I hope you followed it, correct? Okay. It's a Sanskrit construct. Sukshmatvadi means what is a construct? That whose first element Adi is Sukshmatvam is called Sukshmatvad. That means it refers to a group of entities. Always it's like this. Okay, that hopefully that will improve your understanding of these words. Okay, therefore, kimu tasya sukshmatvadi niratishayatum vaktavyam. What to talk about the subtlety of this yatra na santi, where these gunas are not there. What to talk of their subtlety? Iti etad darshayati shrutihi. This aspect, the shruti is showing through this next mantra. That is how Shankaracharya is introducing this next mantra. That's a good introduction because now we know what's going to come, and we can prepare ourselves for that. Okay. So one minute. So we chanted this. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam abjayam, tatha rasam nityam agandhavachayat, anadyanantam mahatah param dhruvam, nichayatan mrityumukhat pramuchyate. Okay. So clearly this mantra is going to tell something. Okay. It's an oft quoted mantra to reveal the nature of Atma. Okay. Earlier you told me, Durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti, Kshurasya dhara nishita, Duratyaya, all those things. So, Durgam pataha. Why is it Durgam? Tell me why this path is so difficult to tread, all that you told me. And so, why? Why this Brahma Vidya is like this? That is the question. And so this is the answer to that question. And the first 3 quarters till Param Dhruvam, okay, they're all descriptions of Atma, okay. Indriyebhyah parahyarta adhyebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhihi buddheratma mahan paraha mahatah param avyaktam avyaktat purushah param purushanna param kinchit sakashta sa paragati. That Purusha is being described here, correct? Because Purushanna param kinchit. There is nothing superior to Purusha, like that it has said, that was said there. Therefore, that Purusha is being described here, and where we also use the word Atma and Brahma for that Purusha, right? And then we'll see the meaning of these words, okay? The last quarter, Nichaya tan mrityumukhat pramuchyate. That paramam dhruvam ashabdam etc. Nichaya, Shankaracharya will say, having understood it, correct? Having understood this Atma, there's nothing else you can do. You can't smell Atma, you can't taste Atma, you can't see Atma in your mind. I'm going to sit under a tree and then I'll make sure I'll see Atma. You can't do it. Why? To see Atma, Atma should have Rupa quality, can't be there. Or at least let me think of Atma. Well, to think also, you must have some, that thing that you're going to think about has to have some attribute through which you can objectify. It has to have a shape, concept. We say concept. Love is a concept. And you can't really see love anywhere. But it's just something you have. We experience love. Yes, correct. But that is also objectified. I am the one who experiences love. And so that is an experience. Experience is an object. Love of something, love towards something. So those objects must be there. I love to be by myself. No, I don't need any object. I love to be by myself. Okay. That's good. Nothing wrong. You don't need anything. Okay, that's great. You're blessed. And but I know that feeling is there. That feeling is called love. I like that feeling. Okay, good. So that's an emotion. That's a thought in the mind. Therefore, that's also finite. And so here, Nichaya, Avagamya, the only thing I can do with Atma is to understand it. There's nothing else I can do with Atma. Okay. And so, Nichaya, tan mrityumukat pramuchyate. Tan Nichaya, all that, having understood this Atma, what happens? What is the use of all these things? Yeah, that phalam is being described in this month. Jnana phalam. What is the phalam? Mrityumukat pramuchyate. That person is freed from the mouth of Mrityu, jaws of death. I think the word jaws of death comes from this mantra only. It has to be. Because English is newer than Sanskrit, and these English ideas are all newer than Sanskrit ideas. It has to be. This has to be the source. Mrityu Mukham. From the jaws of death, that person is freed. And guess who is saying this?
Shruti is saying this. Mrityu.
To himself, to himself.
Mrityu himself is saying this. Shruti is saying all right, but through the words of Mrityu. Mrityu is saying, Mrityu Mukhat Pramichyate. That's the beauty of this. Okay. So he will be free from me. That's what this Yama is telling. Okay. All right. Let's. And guess what? One more thing I made a note here. And if you go back to your PDF page number 3, okay, and Gita Press page number 13, okay. Okay, can you spot anything?
Nichaya. The second word is Nichaya.
So Nichaya tam mrityumukat pramuchyate. He's quoting. Shankaracharya is quoting this mantra. And quoting this mantra in what context? Yeah, it's a
Upanishad.
it's a
Meaning of Upanishad.
correct. Exactly. It's like, I mean, I apologize. It's been many months since we did this. So Shankaracharya is describing the meaning of the word Upanishad. He's broken it down. Upani, purvasya. What is that? Look at that. Sadir dhatoho, visharanagati, avasadanarthasya, etc. He says. Ni, there are 2 prefixes to the dhatu sad. Okay. And then comes with a pratyaya called quip. And then he looks at the meaning of the word sad dhatu. Visharana gati avasadaneshu means what? This word sad has 3 meanings. First meaning is visharana. And visharana means what? Removal of. Removal of. And so in that context, when you remove that ignorance, what happens is that freedom that is obtained. That is what. And to refer, he is referring to this mantra to explain. Vidya Upanishad Uchyade. He's saying because of this meaning, Upanishad is called Vidya. Vidya. Upanishad is Vidya. That is why Upanishad, what is the lingam of the word Upanishad? So we have to ask this question.
The Pustak?
No, that's what it seems. I think it is Trilingam. Okay, you check it out. We'll cover it in satsang. Okay. So Vidya, we'll have to really sort it out. Let's sort it out in satsang period. Okay. So anyway, this is all by the way. Okay. That shows what? That shows Shankaracharya knows. He's writing a commentary. He started writing many months ago. And he's quoting this mantra. That means he knows what's coming. He knows what are the important mantras. He knows what aspects these mantras are highlighting. He knows what to quote when. Okay? And of course, he knows Sanskrit. Panini also, he knows by the quip and all he's talking about. So he knows this Ashtadhyayi inside out. Okay. So that's by the way, right? All right. Let's read the Bhaashyam of this mantra number 15. Ashabdamasparshamarupam.
Ashabdamasparshamarupam.
So in your, okay, next. Arasam agandavachayat.
Agasam, it is not here. Nityam agantavascha.
So you're looking at Gita Press, yeah?
Yes, yes.
The Gita Press, those words, avyayam, tatha, and nityam. Just
Tata.
okay, so 3 words I'm going to read out from Gita Press. Avyayam is there.
Yes.
Tatha is there.
Yes, yes.
Nityam is there. Those 3 words just circle and we are not going to chant it now. It'll come later. Therefore, we won't chant it now. Your PDF is good. Okay? Okay. Ashabdamasparshamarupam.
Ashabdamasparshamarupam.
Arasam agandavat chayat.
Arasam agandavaschayat.
Yetad.
Yetad.
Vyakhyatam brahma.
Vyakyatam brahma.
Avyayam.
Avyayam.
Yad hi.
Yat hi.
Shabdadimat.
Shabdadimat.
Tad vyeti.
Tat vyeti.
We'll stop there. So, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is saying, Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam. Okay. Arasam, Agandhavat, Chayat. Okay. Etad Vyakhyatam Brahma. Etad Vyakhyatam. This I have already commented upon. That's it, over. He doesn't write any more about these words. So many words, he said, I've already told you about it. Why? He told you about Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all the last 3 classes we've been talking about this only. He says, if I now talk about it, you won't like it because it will mean I'm insulting you. I already talked about it, so I don't need to talk about it. Ashabda means what? No Shabda. Yatra Shabdaha na vidyate tad Ashabdam. Where there is no guna called Shabda, it is called Ashabda. Correct? Yes or no? Akrodha. Suppose somebody says Akrodha. Means what? Where there is no Krodha, it is called Akrodha. Like that here. How many? This prefix A is there, right? Prefix A. How many meanings are there for this prefix A?
6.
6 meanings are. We'll talk about it in satsang, not now. Just a reminder, by the way, just in case it is there. Okay, there is a mantra we study. Okay,
Yes.
so in this case, what it is where it's absent. Shabda is absent. Okay, because A does not, the prefix A does not always mean absence. Adharma. It doesn't mean absence of dharma. It means dharma is lacking to a large extent. That is called adharma. Dharma is there. Dharma is there. But it's not enough. That is the meaning of adharma. So, alpatvam. Littleness also I is used, but here there is little Shraddha, you can't say. There is no Shraddha at all. That attribute Shraddha is absent. So Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, Arasam, Agandham is saying Agandhavat Chayat. Agandhavat. Agandhavat. Vat means that which has the absence of Gandha. Because we're talking about Atma here, right? Atma is Agandhavat. You can say Agandham or you can say Agandhavat also. Vat means that which has. Okay. So that which has no Prithvi Tattvam. Correct? And therefore that which has no Gandha Gunam. Yeah, it's all synonymous there. Yat, that entity, okay, which has none of these gunas. Etad Vyakhyatam Brahma. This I've already explained to you, and that is Brahma. Yat means Brahma. He's bringing the word Brahma here. Correct? And one has the freedom to bring any Atma or Brahma or Purusha, it doesn't matter. But here he's bringing Brahma. He's saying here's a good time to bring the word Brahma. And because just in the Sambandha Bhaashyam, we have seen it. Tatra ekaika guna apakarshena gandhadinam sukshmat, etc. we saw. So he's referring to that we've seen it enough times now. But avyayam I've not explained. So next word is avyayam. Okay, Brahma avyayam. Then what? He's going to explain what avyayam is. Okay. Yadhi shabdadi mat tad vyeti. Tad vyeti. He's saying whatever has any of these attributes, shabdadi mat. Mat is like the same vat we saw before. Agar the vat, right? Vat I said that which has, mat also means the same thing. Okay? Like this word. See, what the example, can we give an example? Gunavan, Gunavati, Vanvati, correct? One who has guna is called Gunavan, one or Gunavati. Same thing here also. Mat also is same thing. Example, Buddhiman, Buddhimati. Not Buddhivan, Gunavan. But Buddhi, Man. Not Buddhivan, not Gunaman. Because Sanskrit there is a rule. Guna, if it ends with an akara, guna, then you have to put one in front of it or after it. But if it is not a, it is any other vowel, like buddhi, e is the vowel, then you have to say man, makara. That is the only difference. Vat, mat. It's called vatup and matup. They are the two pratyayas in Sanskrit. Okay? So, shabda, the mat means what? That which has the gunas like shabda, etc. Okay. Yadhi, indeed, that which has gunas like Shabda are going to be what? Tad Vyeti, that is going to decline. Vyeti means declines. That is going to change, declining or changing. They're all synonymous. Okay. And Tad Vyeti. So Vyeti. For Sanskrit students, you can note in Gatav. V Purvaka in Gatav. In is the dhatu. Okay. And then, you know what? This is interesting. In Sanskrit, there are some many words decline and conjugate, right? Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Rama. Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Like this, we have 27 forms. Or 27 forms are there for every noun. And like that for verb also. Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Like this, we have 9 forms for one particular tense, and then there are 10 tenses and moods. Therefore, there are 90 forms for every verb. 90. And so, we say those words are all changing. Its form is changing. Rama, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Rama is there, but then some modification seems to be there. It's changing. But then there are some words which don't change at all. Example?
Iti evam.
Avyas.
Iti eva,
Avyayas.
eva, tatra, yatra, kutra,
Cha.
tatra, yada. Exactly.
Cha.
See,
Api.
look at that. Now our people, now you know, there are a lot of experts in our class. Api, everything doesn't change. Whatever be your tense, whatever be your gender, whatever be your number, whatever be your vibhakti, it won't change. Api means api, 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 api. Doesn't matter. Please, some words like that are there. So at least for these words, we don't have to remember all these 100 forms. 200 forms. Okay. And so there is a beautiful sloka which I'm going to tell you. Don't just listen to this. Sadrisham Trishu Lingeshu. In all three lingas, it is same. Sadrisham. Okay. Sarvasu cha vibhaktishu. In all vibhaktis also, it is the same. Okay. Vachaneshu cha sarveshu. In all numbers also, singular, dual, plural, in all numbers also. Yanna vyeti tadavyayam. That which does not change is called avyayam. The grammatical, the definition used to describe. In Hindi and all, Hindi is a little different. Hindi gadbud hai, wo to different kind of gadbud will be there in Hindi. And so, it's a different construct altogether. We can't apply it there. So here it's best used. And so, Sadrisham Trishu Lingeshu Sarvasu cha Vibhaktishu Vachaneshu cha Sarveshu Yanna Vyeti Tadavyayam. That's beautiful. So that same Avyayam is being used here by this mantra. Yadhi Shabdadi Mat Tad Vyeti, that which has Shabda, that which has all these attributes, of course, is going to change. And change means immediately something should come to your mind.
Anityam. Anityam.
Okay.
It's anityam.
But what is change? What is change? What is change? Something about change.
Vikari.
What are the?
Asti jayate vardate parinamate.
Correct. Asti jayate vardate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati.
Shadbhava vikara.
When it
That vikaras.
Shad vikara. That is called Vyeti. Okay. All right. Six forms of change we are normally give. And whose words are these? These are words of
Tattvabodhakara.
No, these are words of Yaska. Yaska Muni. Yaska is the one who wrote what is called Niruktam. Niruktam. So Chandas, Niruktam, Shiksha, Vyakaranam, etc. There are 6 Vedangas, of which Niruktam is there. Niruktam is the subject which talks about the less often used Vedic words, not the usual words that we study in Sanskrit. Vedic words, understanding the words that are peculiarly used in Vedas. That science is called Niruktam, and the author of that is called Yaska. And Yaska uses this Asti Jayate, which we use all the time in Veda. Just as by the way. All right. All right, we have time to read the next one. Who is next? Yeah. Because the thought is incomplete. Yadhi Shabdadimat Tad Vyeti. That which has qualities of Shabda Vyeti changes. So what? Next. Idam tu.
Idam tu.
Ashabdadimat.
Ashabdadimat.
Ashabdadimatvat.
Ashabdadimatvat.
Avyayam.
Avyayam.
Na Vyeti.
Na Vyeti.
Nakshiyate.
Nakshiyate.
Ataha eva.
Ataha eva.
Cha nityam.
Cha nityam.
Yadhi.
Yadhi.
Vyeti.
Vyeti.
Tad anityam.
Tada anityam.
Yeah, we'll put a full stop there. Okay. So he's saying, okay, that I got it. What did I get? Yadhi shabdadimat tad vyeti. Okay, that which has any attribute. The minute you say it has attributes, then it's going to change. That I can understand. Now what? Idam tu. On the other hand, tu is on the other hand. This. What this? Brahma, correct? He introduced the word Brahma for us. So let's use that word Brahma. Idam Brahma tu ashabdadi matvat avyayam. Because Brahma has no attributes. Ashabdadi mat. So go back to the prefix mat. Mat means that which has. That which has what? Shabdadi. That which has attributes, shabda, etc. Ashabdadi mat. That which does not have attributes like shabda. Ashabdadi matvat, because of being that which does not have shabdadi attributes. I hope I have confused you enough, right? No, it's simple. I mean, twa is an attribute. It describes the quality of. Because of being of the quality of that which does not have attributes like shabda. Okay? Because of that, because Brahma is like that, Brahma is Adhyayam. Okay, and what is Adhyayam? Na vyeti na kshiyate. Does not change. Does not change. Brahman cannot change because it has no attributes to speak of. Poor Atma, poor Brahma, nothing to speak of. At least everybody else can say, today I'm wearing a new dress, I have a new crop cut, this, that, and all we can say, but poor Brahma can't do anything like that. Okay? Ataha evacha nityam. Now he introduces the word nityam from the moolam, correct? And he said, Ataha evacha. Therefore, because it is avyayam, because Brahma is avyayam, Brahma is also nityam. Nityam means what? Eternal. So we translate it. Eternal means what? Not subject to time. Not subject to time. Okay? Because, see, the whole purpose of the study of the Shastram is to teach what Nityam is. Because we know nothing in this world that is Nityam. Everything is Anityam. And through the Anityam, we are trying to access Nityam. That's the beauty of the study, okay? Ataha evacha Nityam. Yadhi vyeti tad Anityam. He's saying the same thing. It's making sure we get it. Yadhi vyeti. That which changes is Anityam, is impermanent, is subject to time. Therefore, it is subject to Shadvikaras. Asti jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, and vinashyati. Okay? Therefore, Anityam. Yadhi vyeti tad Anityam. Idam tu na vyeti ataha Nityam. This Brahma, idam Brahma too, on the other hand, this Brahma na vyeti, doesn't change. Therefore, Nityam. Therefore, Nityam, not subject to time, eternal, permanent, etc. Permanent, see, the word permanent can be used, but there are many things that are permanent. Our idea of permanent is time-bound permanence. Those days, they say a permanent job. Oh, you have a permanent job. These guys who return from America, parents ask, oh, here, my son has a permanent job. Dad, wait. Let me tell you something.
Temporarily permanent.
There is no such thing called a permanent job. And Dad doesn't understand what he's talking. How do you explain Dad this thing? What do you mean? I thought you got a permanent job, didn't you? That's all good time. Dad, you worked in the railways for 50 years and retired. But that's not the way it works in America. Okay. And so that is why permanent, I don't know how permanent it is. So, idam tu na vyeti ataha nityam, eternal. Let's use the word eternal. Yeah, then we'll continue the remaining part of the Bhaashyam in the next class. So what did we study so far? We got introduced to this new mantra number 15, where some words that are typically used to refer to Atma was introduced, and therefore this becomes an often quoted mantra also. And because it gives the jnana phalam also, tan nichaya tan mrityumukat pramuchyate, jaws of death, the person is freed. So it's important for us, obviously, because there is a jnana phalam. Because the phalam is very important. Phalam. Why am I doing this? What is, for any activity, what do I get out of it? That has to be clear. Even here also, we have to be clear. And so that has been mentioned by Yama in this month. We'll continue. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಗುರುಜಿ.